What's cracking, everybody? I hope you're all having a good morning, a good afternoon, or about to have a good night, depending on what time you're watching. Real quick, I want to give a shout out to Buzz from Yard Recall with Buzz. Check his channel out. He brought this idea or this topic to my attention from the video he made about his uncle passing away due to gun violence and gang violence. So when Buzz mentioned in that video that you know what you signed up for, it made me think to myself, a lot of us join a barrio in our early teens or mid-teens. As for everybody else that joins a little bit later, I guess, it's different for you. But most of us do join when we're kids, and we do think like children. Because yes, in your early teens, you're a child. Look at your sons, your daughters, your nieces, your nephews, your brothers and sisters, whatever it is, your cousins. At 14, can you imagine them making a lifelong decision at that age? Because I see high school kids walking home from school, and at times, and I think to myself, like, I can't believe I thought I was, the shit when I was that small. Even at 18, you're still young. Your mind isn't fully developed, as a male at least, until I believe you're 25 or something along those years. So do you really think that a child's decision should impact his life so much? Or why is it that when somebody grows up, quote unquote, grows up out of the gang mentality, why are they looked at as soft or as weenies? And why is it praised in the life to be in your 20s or 30s and up and still think and act like a 14 or 15 or 16-year-old, whatever it is? Is it really cool for a guy in his 20s and up to hang out with kids at the hood, pumping them up and teaching them wrong to screw up their lives? Because, to me, it doesn't look right. I've thought that since I was like 19. It's a little weird that there's homies that are, in their 20s and up, kicking it with 14, 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds, whatever the case may be. But now don't get me wrong though. I'm not saying, you got to turn into a complete square when you hit a certain age, but you can be on your grown man tip. You can get your money and still be about yours, only for a different motive and not doing the same thing you were doing as a teenager. And I don't know. I feel like I can't be the only person to think that way. I understand that some of us, we had no choice, but my question is, why does the choice we made as kids follow us forever? So in reality, do we know what we signed up for? Because when I mean, why should a choice that we made as a kid follow us forever? I don't mean the homies that, get locked up and do their thing in there. Like, I'm talking about the ones that, why is it that you're looked at as a soft person because you changed your mind? Like, I get it. It's not, I'm playing devil's advocate right now, devil's avocado. I'm doing that because I want to know, like, what is everybody's true feelings on it. I get there's gonna be those super hard cholos that are gonna be like, man, you think like a weenie because you're even questioning that. But somebody's gotta question it, and if it has to be me, then it has to be me. But I really want to question that. I really want to know what people think about, making people believe that they're less of a man for basically, for growing up, like I said before. So do we know as kids that the highest degree of this gangbanging is life in prison or death? Because don't get me wrong, yes, as kids we always hear, from our families or people close to us or whatever, that gangs do, you are probably going to end up in prison, in a wheelchair or dead. You know, that's always talked about. But I'm saying, as a kid, do you think a kid really lets those thoughts linger in his head or her head, whatever it may be? Or do you think that, it's something that's just being said to scare them? I mean, really think about that, Um, I really want to know what you guys think. Let's have a discussion about it. Like, do you, I guess I can ask, am I wrong? Am I wrong for thinking that way? Or am I right? To a certain extent, I feel like all of us have had this thought at some point in our lives, but we kept doing the same thing because it's all we know. But that's just my thoughts. I had to make it into a video, because it's something that I've thought of many times, throughout my life, but it's never something that's talked about because either we have too much pride to let the people closest to us know that we have those thoughts. So we keep messing up, knowing damn well in the back of our heads that, like, come on, like, is this something that I really want for myself? And maybe sometimes it's too late. You knew about it all along, but like I said, it'll be too late once you're doing life or facing life. Some of us don't have that opportunity to well, not us. I'm not gonna say us because I've never been in that predicament where I'm facing life, but some of the people that have faced that and come out, for the most part, they get it through their head, like, you know what, there's more to life than the neighborhood. The world is bigger than these corners, these blocks, these this area that we patrol. But like I said, that's just my thoughts. I want to know what your guys' thoughts are, if I'm completely wrong for thinking that way. Do I sound soft? Who knows? Like I said, it's just, I feel like if I can, start that discussion, why not? But with that being said, show some love to the like button, leave a comment, let me know what you think. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet, and if you already have, I appreciate you. I'll see you guys in the next one, and I'm out.